Man, it's really about us just playing hard and getting the intensity just by getting stops on the defensive end. Wisconsin, they do a good job of taking care of the ball, making you work on defense, and they stick to their strengths. You gotta get them guys credit. We fought back, but they did a good job of holding the lead and making plays when they needed them.
DJ, you were the only one to score for the first 15 or so minutes of the game. What did it feel like having to keep the team afloat yourself like that?
I didn't feel no type of way, man. I was just trying to do whatever I can to keep my team in the game. Those guys, they rely on me to do a lot. And I rely on them a lot. But I just had it rolling, so I just kept shooting.
DJ, the turnover there down the stretch, it looked like you might have got tripped up on Ross a little bit. Can you kind of take me through that one? What happened?
Yeah, I did. I tripped on Ross.
And what's kind of going through your mind then as you kind of go through that span there at the end? Where it seems like things just kind of got away from you guys.
It was really can't remember. I don't really have no answer for that.
DJ, just talk about 29 points going up against the number 5 team in the country. Just talk about what's in your mind and when you're hitting, and just the confidence you had tonight.
I'm just trying to get a win, man. The points mean nothing to me if we lose the game.
How did you get behind it both halves against this team? How difficult is it? You've had a lot of comebacks, but against this sort of team, how difficult is it to come back from 11 or 16 down?
You're exactly right, and that's why I was so proud of my team tonight. They cut it to 5, and we had the ball. That's a huge accomplishment for this group. They had a huge lead, and we didn't give up. We kept competing. We kept fighting. And they battled. They battled all the way back. Again, I'd like to think that we gave ourselves a chance. Right around the 3-minute mark, or just under 3, it was 5. And, it was just a little too late. Because what they do is they really grind you down. And then when they get a lead, like 10 or 16, it's really like 20 or 30. Because they really milk the clock. They really can share the basketball, even though they don't have a ton of assists. Well, 12 tonight. They had a lot of good players, high IQ. Bo does a great job.
Coach, to slow them the way that you did in the second half, but then, for DJ to have 29 of you guys, 47 points, how is that frustrating for you, that you're not getting that production elsewhere when you're playing such good defense and you should, ideally be in these type of games?
Yeah, again, I felt like we were in the game because of DJ Newbill and our defense. He was terrific. And as a coach, unfortunately, he needed help. But when he's got to go, and I got to go to him. But we need a complete effort from every guy that steps on the floor. And they got to play with great confidence, and they got to step up and make shots for him. I thought we had some really, really good opportunities in the first 4 to 7 minutes there, 4 to 8 minutes. And they just didn't go down. A couple in and outs, layups. And give Wisconsin credit, their distraction. They wall up. They do a really good job of that. They chest. But he needs help. And I've said this since the non-conference. We're not going to be the best team we can be if he has to score 30 every night. It's just too much pressure. It's too much stress on one man. Now, tonight we had to ride him, and he was incredible. But other guys got to make plays, got to make shots, and we got to continue to work on it. Again, we're playing some really good teams right now, really good teams, and we're battling. We are battling, and I like this group a lot, and they deserve a break in some way, either a bounce or a made shot or something, because these kids are fighting. They're fighting for everything.
Hey, Pat, one of the milestones tonight, Ross Travis takes sole possession of 3rd place for rebounding. He was pretty physical tonight. Just talk about Ross and what he contributes in his milestone.
I thought Ross played great. It's unfortunate he was in foul trouble in the first half, picked up a 2nd foul, so he couldn't stay in the game. But, man, did he play hard? Did he bring energy? As a senior, it's coming down to the end, and he just left it all out there. I thought our seniors really stepped up, especially when we were down such a large margin, and they willed us. They willed us back into the game. But Ross was terrific, and to be number 3 in rebounding in the history of Penn State men's basketball, I believe we're on 119 now. That's pretty amazing.
you're close with DJ, obviously, and he came in here and looked maybe as beat as we've seen him in a while. To see him put that kind of effort out there for 39 minutes and what have you, and to know sort of what it means to him to try and win these games. I mean, what is that like for you on the other side of that relationship?
He's an amazing kid. I love him to death. We have a great relationship, and I hurt for him. I want to win so badly, not just for our program, not just for our team, but for him especially. He's done so much for this program over the last 4 years. He's just been an incredible ambassador. You know, you try to come up with different things to help him and help this team win. He deserves it, and he's earned the right. And we got some games left here, so we got to continue to earn it and continue to fight. We got to go on the road. We got 2 home games after that, so hopefully he tastes victory, because he's definitely earned it.
Pat, what did you like out of your bigger defensive lineups tonight? You had Dickerson and Julian Moore, as well as Jack and Dickerson in there a couple times. What did you like out of those combos tonight?
Foul trouble put me in that situation, but I didn't mind it. I knew going in that we might have to play big. Watching the film from the first game, they really took advantage of our lack of size, and they really posted us up a ton. So we went big, and I think it really, it really helped us defensively. I mean, for them to only shoot 15 free throws and only make 10 is really big time for us. And they usually make 17 a game. They shoot a lot more than that, and they only made 5 threes. So game plan wise, executed very well. Very well, and playing a bigger lineup was definitely to our liking and our benefit. But on the offensive end, you got to make some shots. You got to see the ball go through the net.
Hey Pat, over here again. Talking about the biggest of the bigs, Jordan Dickerson's second year here, and the development of him. He cracked into the top 10 of all-time blocks at Penn State in this game too. So just talk about his development and where he's coming and where he can go.
Jordan Dickerson's playing some great basketball, and he too deserves to see those go-tos and counters. And I mean, that was a monster dunk, but he really distracted Frank and Nigel and Sam, and he's maybe he only had 2 blocks tonight, but I'd like to see him when he altered. I mean, he really played well, and he helps us, man. He's that mother hen that's protecting the rim. He's in the paint. He's cleaning up a lot of mess, and he's only going to continue to get better. I haven't seen it other than Frank, obviously, with great footwork, and Jordan's got a little ways to go with his skill set, and we got to develop that over the summer and the spring and summer. But Jordan can guard. He can guard 1 through 5, which is really impressive, and he's really athletic. But for him to get in top 10 already in such a short span just tells you a lot about he's into defending, rebounding, he's into Penn State basketball.
You talked about things kind of not bouncing your way at times. You get it to 5, and DJ said he tripped over Ross. Do you shake your head? You've probably run that play 8,000 times this year, I'm assuming.
It's amazing. It's amazing. I don't know what happens in the last 4 minutes of a game. I've seen it all though. I thought I saw it all the last 3 years, but I've seen it all this year. Some of the quirkiest turnovers I've ever seen, some of the craziest plays I've ever seen. It's unfortunate. And again, he doesn't deserve to trip like that and big possession where we could cut it to 3-point or 2-point game. Got to keep fighting. Got to keep working on end game situations. Keep putting ourselves there. Unlucky.
Anything else?
Thanks, guys.